Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. For this video, I will be going over the 4-point problems for the Math Kangaroo 2013 test for levels 3 and 4. So let's get started with number 9. A rectangular mirror was broken. Which of the following pieces is missing from the picture of the broken mirror? So before we even focus on this broken mirror, let's count how many sides are on each figure. So this one has 3, this one has 4, this one has 5, this one has 4, and this one has 4. This will come in handy later when we want to eliminate choices. Now, let's finish this mirror. Looks like this, and there are 4 sides. So that helps us rule out A and C. Now, we can rule out D and E because for D, look how this triangle is for the correct answer, which is B, and for the figure here, D has such a tiny edge of even anything, like this tiny triangle that sticks out, making it not like a square or rectangle. That's why it can't be D. Then E is just too tiny to match B or the figure here. So that's why the answer is B. Number 10. Each time Pinocchio lies, his nose gets 6 centimeters longer. Each time he tells the truth, his nose gets 2 centimeters shorter. After his nose was 9 centimeters long, he told 3 lies and made 2 true statements. How long was Pinocchio's nose afterwards? So it was already 9 centimeters long, so we can add that to whatever else we get. So we're told that he told 3 lies, so we can multiply this with 6, because for each lie, his nose gets 6 centimeters longer. Now, we can now subtract 2 times 2, because every time he tells a true statement, it gets 2 centimeters shorter, meaning subtraction. Shorter is the indicating word. And since he told 2 of them, we have to multiply 2 and 2. So after you solve this, you should get 27 minus 4. And when you solve this, you get 23. So the answer for number 10 is D. Number 11. In a shop, you can buy oranges in boxes of 3 different sizes. Boxes of 5 oranges, boxes of 9 oranges, or boxes of 10 oranges. Pedro wants to buy exactly 48 oranges. What is the smallest number of boxes he can buy? So, we want to know that any number that is divisible by 5 ends in a 0 or a 5. Any number that is divisible by 10 ends in a 0. And we can see that the units digit or the ending digit is 8, which is not 0 or 5 or 0. So that means it'll have to be created using the 9 crate box. So we see the multiples of 9 being 9, then 18, then 27, 36, and 45. These are all the multiples of 9 that are less than 48. And the only one that ends in an 8 is 18, which is 9 2 times. So 48 minus 18 is equal to 30. And since this is not ending in a 5, we don't have to use the 5 crate boxes. Why? Because 0 is similar for both of them. And since we want the smallest number of boxes, we're going to use the box with the most oranges to use as less or the smallest number of boxes as possible. If it ended in 5, we would be forced to use 1 box of the 5 oranges. That's why, since these are similar, we don't need this. So 10, meaning ends in 0, we divide 30 divided by 10, and we get 3. So we can add 3 plus 2, and we get 5. So the answer for number 11 is D. Number 12. Anne starts walking in the direction of the arrow. At every intersection of streets, she turns either to the right or to the left. First she goes to the right, then to the left, then again to the left, then to the right, then to the left, and finally again to the left. Then Anne is finally walking towards. You have to fill in and see which of the pictures. So if she starts here, she first goes to the right. So she walks here, and then she stops here because it's the next intersection. Now she goes to the left, and to the left would not be this way because that's the right, but this way. So he stops here because that's the next intersection. Now here's the left, here's the right. It says that she goes again to the left. So she goes here, stops here at the intersection. So now it says she goes to the right. This is left, this is right. So she goes here. Now to the left, left would be here. Then again to the left, finally reaching here. So the answer for number 12 is A. Number 13. Schoolmates Andy, Betty, Kathy, and Danny were born in the same year. Their birthdays were on February 20th, April 12th, May 12th, and May 25th. Not necessarily in this order. Betty and Andy were born in the same month. Andy and Kathy were born on the same day of different months. Who of these schoolmates is the oldest? So Betty and Andy were born in the same month. The only two dates that are in the same month are May 12th and May 25th. So they're both born in May, and there can't be an answer that means. Want to know why? Because the oldest person will be the person that is born on February. Because that's the month that is the month that comes first. So first is January, then February, then so on. So that means if they're born in May, they obviously can't have two birthdays in February. Now, it says Andy and Kathy were born on the same day of different months. So the only two dates that have the same day but different months are April 12th and May 12th. So we already know Andy has to be born in May. So B has to be born in May. A has to be born in May. So that means that Andy's going to be May 12th, leaving Betty with May 25th. And that leaves Kathy with April 12th because same day. So April 12th, leaving Danny with the birthday on February 20th. 14. 30 children are going to Adventure Park took part in at least one of two events. 15 of them took part in the moving bridge contest, and 20 of them went down the zip wire. How many children from Adventure Park took part in both events? Here's a tip. Every time it asks us how much are in both events and it gives us like two or three events, you have to add up the amount of people that went in both events. So in this case, you would add up 15 plus 20, and you get 35. And if it says something like no children participated in, like some children didn't participate, then you would subtract that number from whatever total you get. And then, but in this case, it's not theirs. So you don't have to worry about that. So the final step when you're solving something like this would be to subtract the amount of total children from this number. So 35 minus 30 is 5. So the answer for number 14 is E. Number 15. Which of the following pieces fits with the piece in the picture to the right so that they form a rectangle? So I'm going to erase this because I'll be drawing here. And hopefully you've already seen that when I was explaining it earlier. So we have to see here that we want to form it so that this edge matches with this and they both meet over here. Now you might think this is the answer, but this is not the answer because it asks when they form a rectangle. But in this case, this is actually a square. So we're going to add one more row over here so that it forms a rectangle. So now we look at the answer choices. Which of the following looks like this from the answer choices? Well, it can't be A because in this case it only has one sort of cube you can make it out over here. But after the third one, you see here that there are two cubes. 1, 2. No. If the answer is B, because it has 3, 3 over here, 2, 2 over here, 3, 3 over here, and 1. So 1, 3, 2, 3 would be correct. Matches here. 1, 3, 2, 3. Wow, black looks so cool on blue. Or blue looks so cool on black. So C 1, 3, 2, 3 matches 1, 3, 2, 3. So the answer for number 15 is B. Number 16. Number 35 has the property that it is divisible by the digits in the one place, or one position, because 35 divided by 5 is 7. The number 38 does not have this property. How many numbers greater than 21 and smaller than 30 have this property? Let's list down the numbers that are greater than 21 and smaller than 30. There is 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and finally 29. Let's start with 22. The units digit or units position, one's position, is 2. So it is divisible by 2 because 22 divided by 2 is 11. So we know that it's an answer later when we get to the end if it has a number above it. So 23. 23 does not work because it is a prime number and 3 is not divisible by 23. So no. 24. It works because 4 is divisible by 24 because 24 divided by 4 is 6. 25. 25 works because 25 divided by 5 is 5. 26, 6 is not divisible by 26. Or actually, the correct wording would be 26 is not divisible by 6. 27 is not divisible by 7. 28 is not divisible by 8. And finally, 29 is not divisible by 9. So there's only 1, 2, 3 numbers with numbers on top of them. So that means the answer is B. That's all of the 4-point problems. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button because we have to reach 100 subscribers as a community. And so far, I am at 94. So we're very close. Just 6 more subscribers. I know we can do it. So thank you. Bye.